Okay, organic forms are also kind of tricky. So again, draw along with me or wait till the end and practice some more. Okay, so organic form. So organic, we know it's like soft and curvy. So that's why it kind of makes it a little bit hard sometimes to figure out where to put the sides of the forms and to make these look three-dimensional. So if we start like at the beginning, we have, a circle, which is flat. So it's kind of tricky to make this three-dimensional. So yeah, you can kind of do something like this. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but it does work. It kind of looks like a weird tube almost in a ways. But the other way that we make circles turn into something called spheres is by adding value and shading. But right now, that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to get into value and shading in a little bit. That's going to come later. So we can just turn our circle into an oval, and that's a little bit easier to work with. So again, I started with my flat shape of an oval, and then I just picked a side of where I wanted to add the thickness, and then I drew it. But let me show you what not to do. So here I have this, and then what I don't want to do is add something over here. Then that looks just totally wrong. You really only want there to be like one side, so over here. Okay. So we're kind of limited on, we don't have triangles and rectangles and squares with organic stuff. So here's, instead of a pyramid, we can kind of make a cone, do something like that. So see how I had like an oval at the top, and then I had the sides, and then I had my bottom, which is curved, which the bottom of the cone is actually also an oval in itself. So you could kind of like draw through there to help with that curve and then erase. Because what you don't want to do is make the bottom flat, okay? That's not what you want to do because that does not look like a form. This is what you want. You want to make sure it's curved. All right, so then we kind of then just jump into kind of the goofy or the funky shapes with organic stuff. So really any type of shape is fine as long as it's soft on all the edges. So again, what you don't want to do is you don't want to do something like this, because then it's kind of like you've just like made another outline around it, and so there's just like this other shape around it. So that would be wrong. Okay, that's not really making it look thick. So let me try it again. I have my funky shape, and so this time again I kind of pick. Do I want my side of my shape to be down here or up here? Well, let's go down here. So now what I'll do is kind of just come from the side here, and then yes, I do still kind of follow this shape or this line and then go boop, and now it looks thick. And I don't really need anything up here because it doesn't really make sense. Let's do a different one. So maybe now I want it to go up like this. And now though, I can do this over here because it kind of need that. So that's why these are a little bit tricky, making them three-dimensional, because it kind of is by the way it looks and how you drew it. So that's why these are a little tricky. So we can even make our soft letters three-dimensional too. So here's like my L, and then again, just kind of create that other side to it. Or if I had like a soft 3, again, and then it kind of like melts into it there. and like that, and like that. So some people already know how to do this stuff. It's kind of like making bubble letters and then making them thick. But some of us have never done this before. So that's why it's good to kind of follow along and really practice this. So here's maybe like a really long oval shape. It kind of looks like a piece of bread. So then again, maybe I want my side to be up there. So now it kind of looks like it's thick. You can also make a ribbon. This is taking it a little bit further, a little bit harder. So you're probably going to want to like really watch this. So I start with a line. So with my line, I curve it and see how I come back a little bit? Curve it out. Come back, curve it out. Come back a little bit. And I could keep going, but I'm going to stop. So see how this comes back on itself and then out. Comes back, out, and so on. That's crucial that it comes back. And then what I'll do is take a line down from these curves like that. So see how it's already starting to look 3D. And then from there, I'm going to kind of make L shapes. I'm going to connect like an L. And I curve it there at the corner. See how I curved and I connected. Curve and connect. And then down here, I curve and then I kind of just bring it up like that. So see how now there's like this wavy ribbon. So that's tricky. You may want to kind of practice that several times if that's something that you're going to want to include in your project. Also, you can make your forms have like holes in them, which I didn't do in the geometric ones, but I'll just have to go back and do that. So maybe, let me do a really simple one here at first. So maybe I have a big oval, let's say. And now I'm going to make my oval three-dimensional. So I'm going to do that. But now maybe I want to have like a hole in it so that I can like see through it or put something inside it. So what I'll do there is I create another oval. And I'm not done yet. I'm missing something because I want to see the thickness of this side over here. So I will curve, because I'm following the shape of the oval, another line there. So see, now I can like put something through there. Let's say we put like a tube or a pipe. So see how now it looks like it's going through there? But then now what I have to do is I have to erase there. So because this part of the tube is on top of this part of the oval, and then it goes under, and then it's out. That's a little bit tricky. Let's do another one. So now maybe I'll do like a funky shape one. So again, I want to make it three-dimensional. So I'll kind of go something like that. Whoa, messed up. Don't really need anything over here. Maybe I could. It doesn't really look that bad. Okay, so then now I've made it 3D. And now maybe this is a good area over here. So now I'm going to put in another circle. And again, I need to do the same thing I did here. I'm going to make it look 3D or thick. So how did I know to put it up there? Well, I know. If I put it down here, it just doesn't look right. And I know you're probably like, well, how am I supposed to know it doesn't look right? Well, some people may, it may just like pop out of them that it just doesn't look right. Maybe you can use the rule that if this side is down here, then if you make a hole, then this side has to be like opposite or far away. Whereas like here, it would be like too close to this. So now I have a hole, and so again, now I want to put something through it. So let's put another like pipe or something through it. So it's like a long rectangular thing, and with an oval down there, maybe this is capped off at the top. And so again, I'm going to erase right here where it goes over. So those are some organic forms. I would definitely practice them, practice making them three-dimensional, because you'll need to know how to do it when we put all these together.